Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Again, just trying to say hey to everybody and cover everybody because, again, I don't know what time of the day you guys are tuning in. Again, thank you everyone for the comments that you've been making along the way. I really appreciate it, and the ideas that you've been coming up with. It's really awesome. Thank you. Thank you very much. Today we are reviewing 9 June 2019, and I have to say that yesterday I caught up with a friend of mine, so eating was a little off. We spent the day together. So anyway, we met in the morning at Panera Bread. Anyway, I was not a good girl. I was not a good girl. I had the cheese, spinach, artichoke, their little souffle that they have there in the morning. It's only good until 10:30. So, and then I also, because again I have to take my vitamins, and I've done that before with their little souffle, and it's not enough. So I was a bad girl and had a cinnamon crunch bagel with cream cheese. Cream cheese, that's my downfall. Anyway, and with that, I took all my vitamins and had 24 ounces of water. So, one thing that I did recognize yesterday while packing and everything else, I can actually lean over my knee again to tie my shoe. I don't know if you remember in previous videos where I had to kind of throw my leg off to one side so that the belly could get down and kind of tie my shoe at an angle. I didn't have to scoot the belly out of the way. So, yay, we are making some progress, even though I'm not exercising the way I should be yet. But anyway, I was also talking to this friend of mine, and she knows how bad I beat myself up. I'm sure I'm not the only one who beats herself up, but anyway, she basically suggested to me, number one, don't be getting on the scale, let alone every day, but don't get on the scale, but maybe like once or twice a month, because she knows how I can get caught up in the numbers, beat the crap out of myself, go out on a binge, eating junk food I shouldn't be eating, all because I'm upset at the number that I see on the scale. Did you hear what I said? I look at the number on the scale or the measurements on the measuring tape. I get upset because I'm not where I want to be, and yet I go out and I do stupid things like eating food I should not be eating. Psychologically, that makes no sense whatsoever. If I'm mad about my weight and the size I am, or the measurements on the measuring tape when I measure myself, why in the world am I going out and eating junk? Just ponder on that for a little while, because it blew my mind that she had to bring that to my attention. She had to go, yo, Lisa, hey, look, yo. I'm so thankful for friends like that, and I pray you have someone in your life like that, because we do really need them. So, anyway, per her suggestion, my measurements I will take every couple weeks maybe, and I'll get on the scale every couple weeks, maybe once a month, just depending on what I'm doing, how this packing stuff goes, and how crazy the life goes. Prayerfully, I won't do something stupid and pack the scale before I do all this that I'm supposed to do. But anyway, believe it or not, yesterday's food, I did not have a lot. I had that in the morning. I had the cheese, spinach, artichoke souffle, and the cinnamon crunch bagel. And then, believe it or not, when I got home that night was the next time I ate. And I just had leftovers, which was the meatloaf, green beans, and I made a box of the macaroni and cheese. Again, I'm just... There's a difference between knowing and doing, and just because we know what to do doesn't mean that we are doing what we need to do. So I'm in the process of changing that thought pattern and just getting rid of all the prepackaged foods. We don't need it. There's nothing healthy in there for us whatsoever. We need to stick with the fresh veggies, fresh fruits. If you're like me, unfortunately, in our neck of the woods, fresh just doesn't look right. You go into the grocery store and it's just, I don't know what happens to it when they ship it from point A to point B, but by the time it gets to us, it is rather disgusting, very wilted. So I tend to grab the frozen fruits and vegetables and do it that way. Um, Again, I don't know how they really process those. I'm sure my friend, if I were to talk to her about it, because she's like the guru in the nutrition area. She's my go-to person. And prayerfully, hopefully, you have someone you can trust to give you the proper information so that you can make an educated guess and also change your ways based on truthful information. Because just because it says it's healthy for us does not always mean it's healthy for us. Just remember that when you're reading the packages in the store. But anyway, just take note, take care, do the best you can. Prayerfully, someone in your life will do it for you as they did for me yesterday, and hit me over the head with a 2x4 and say, "Okay, Lisa, I watch you. You call me all the time, and you're beating yourself up way too much." And the biggest reminder she gave me yesterday was the weight didn't get put on in one day, 1 week, or 1 month. So why in the world would I think it's going to fall off in 1 day, 1 week, and 1 month? She says, "Lisa, it's not going to happen." So again, just the friendly reminders. Hopefully you have someone in your life who can do that for you. And if not, tune in. My girlfriend can do it for you through me. But again, just remember, just because we're not happy with the number on the scale or the measurements on the measuring tape does not give us permission to go eat the junk. It doesn't help us. It actually makes it worse and delays our progress. So that was a big light bulb for me. 49 and I still learn things. See? It's just one of those things, you just never stop learning. You just never stop learning. So anyway, enough of me babbling on, but prayerfully there was something in here that you can take home and utilize, and hopefully and prayerfully it's a big encouragement for you as well. So, but until the next video, you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, blessed day.